you're pausing this, aren't you? And you're writing this down on paper and doing it, right? Right? Okay, we're all back now. And what you came up with was this formula but with 3x dropped in here in place of x. Squaring this out, you get 9x squared minus 1. And again, you could express this way, or you could factor the denominator as a difference of squares, for those of you who are remembering your differences of squares factoring. But I don't have any cancellation here. I can't cancel a 3x because this is a term down here, 3x plus 1. Unless I could get 3x or 3 or x as a single factor in the denominator, I'm not going to be able to do any canceling. Either one of these would be a good way of describing g of 3x. Let's look at one or two other things that I know you see in your homework. Find g times h of x. I think actually those parentheses are present in the homework problem. That looks kind of intimidating, but really these are very easy problems, these algebra of functions problems. G times h of x just means g of x times h of x. It just means the product of the two functions. So, copying the formulas down, g of x is this animal, and h of x is, output's just 4x. So, working with algebraic fractions here, this is just 4x squared over x squared minus 1. You could factor the denominator, but you can't actually do any canceling. So that's g of x, g times h of x, or g of x times h of x. And notice that that means that if you wanted to find g times h of 2, you could just find g of 2 and multiply the result times h of 2. So if I input 2 in here, I get 2 over 3. Two divided by the square of 2 minus 1 is 2/3. And h of 2 would be, h of 2, 4 times 2 would be 8. So I would get 16/3 as g times h of 2. And you could check it down here. Sorry, my pen's a little dry. Would this be the same thing as simplifying a formula for g times h of x and then plugging 2 into this formula? Every place I see an x, I drop in the input 2, and I'd get 4 times the square of 2 is 4 times 4, and 2 squared minus 1 is 3. Have fun.